we go. Welcome to the Cheat Meal Fitness Podcast, episode 00. What is it? 1, 2, 3 already.
Yeah.
Dang, episode 3 already. Here we go.
Because we've done so many that you've already lost count.
I mean, like, my life is, like we said last episode, my life has just changed again with the amount of, hits this is getting. It's blown up all over the internet. Again, like,
how's your $180,000 yellow car?
I got rid of that crap. Like, that's a piece of junk now. Like,
what would you upgrade to then?
$280,000 car, whatever that is. It's
you
there.
Just bought it.
I just bought it.
It's not here yet, but you bought it.
No, I mean, again, with the success we're having already, like week 3, like I'm like moving on to bigger and better things already. Like,
so what's next after the car then?
I don't know, my own island or something like that. Like, I mean, wouldn't that be cool owning your own island?
Yeah, well, doesn't I think the T-Mobile guy owns his own island.
Yeah, like move on over. I'm gonna buy his island. Like T-Mobile's gonna go out of business because that makes no sense because how big we're doing. It's not like we're a phone. We're not like we're a phone company. No, but yeah. I mean, obviously we're not making millions week 3, but I do like the pace we're increasing on Instagram and YouTube, the subscribers and followers.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah,
better than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, absolutely. And then hopefully sometime soon we'll have an official logo up, like look a little more official.
Yeah, logo. Try to get some T-shirts made. Did you ever hear from the T-shirt guy?
I did actually hear from them. Yeah, and they're moving forward with it.
Yeah,
yeah. They want to know what our ideas are. They want to know if we had a sketch of it, and if we don't have a sketch, they can just come up with something based off our description. So we won't tell everybody what our description of it is yet, even though I've kind of told everybody I've talked to about it. But hopefully that comes out this week, so we can introduce and be official, have official pictures for our Cheat Meal Fitness podcast. Make it look like more legit instead of.
We definitely got to step our game up a little bit.
Yeah, and like we said last week, I think having people on, I've already kind of canvassed people in my life that I would think would be good additions to the podcast. Getting people on, maybe even a change of scenery, like location, just make it look like just more official. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean we're low budget right now for the most
part.
Oh,
for sure.
Yeah.
It's like doing it out of the back of the van, like that white van, open the doors, that's our podcast right now.
So our podcast has a rapey vibe to it.
I didn't go rapey. I'm just, the
old back doors of an old white van.
The van down by the river kind of thing. Yeah, that's kind of how we are right now. People are like, I think there's something going on down there, but I'm not too sure. We should probably check it out. We have a couple people stepping over and be like, something's going on over there. Like once we move out of that, that's when it's really going to take off.
I think it could be a lot worse though.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we could have zero followers
and zero. There's podcasts out there that's just like a dude or two sitting behind looking at a webcam.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Right. I feel like we went pretty big for our initial setup. Honestly,
I think so.
It's not bad.
Not bad for a beginning podcast. Yeah. And week 3, I think we're moving right along. Yeah. Hey, so I know we're only in September, but I don't know. It kind of seems like it's Halloween already at the gym.
At the gym or?
At the gym.
At the gym?
I mean, right now it's just at the gym. I mean, at the gym today, I saw someone wearing, let's call it like a gym outfit, I guess. Like
a gym costume.
Gym costume. There we go.
Costume.
Gym costume, not gym outfit. Gym costume. That's a better name for it. They're wearing everything. Anything and everything you can think of. Gear-wise, they're wearing it. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't even remember what person you're talking about.
I actually don't think it was today. I'm getting my days mixed up. Yeah. I actually think it was yesterday or the day before that. But he's always in the gym. He's the guy that wears every single piece of equipment you can think of for exercises that don't require.
He's doing his bench with elbow wraps, knee wraps,
the
whole nine.
The belt, the belt around your waist. He's chalking his gloves is basically what he's doing.
He's chalking
his gloves. So yeah, if you're that kind of person who wear gear in the gym, which is totally fine because we all wear our own individual gear based off what we're working out. Wear it accordingly to what you're doing. If you're doing squats, throw the knee sleeves on, throw your knee wraps on, throw your back brace on, whatever. There's no reason to wear gloves when you're squatting. I've seen guys wear wear legit gloves.
Let's make one thing clear before we go any further.
Yeah.
There's no exercise where it's okay to wear gloves.
Oh, I agree. Like that's why you get hands like this.
You get man hands that just
hands.
callous and.
What about a girl?
apart.
Like I don't want to be like sexist. Like a good girl who doesn't want like calluses wear gloves. Like that's okay, right?
You know, I never seen girls wearing gloves.
I actually have never seen a
It's
girl.
only
I've never.
dudes.
That's true. I've never seen a girl
Never
wear
seen a
gloves
girl
either.
wear gloves.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
That,
So anyway,
that should tell you everything you need to know about gloves.
this guy looks like he's dressing up for Halloween as like, I mean, I don't even know what he's going for. He has knee sleeves on. He's got a weight belt on. He's got elbow sleeves. He's got the wrist straps. He's wrist wrapping his gloves and then chalking it. I mean, this makes no sense at all. And then on top of that, he's got probably something on his head. I don't know, like a hat or something. Just to.
Do you remember the dude that was dressed like Steven Seagal in the gym?
Oh, yeah. So we see him like every day.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, and hold on a second. I know
He was wearing the black combat boots.
Yeah. I have a picture of that guy somewhere. I've
the
showed people.
black tactical
Yeah.
pants, black shirt tucked in.
The yellow range, like he's like
Yeah.
he's like going to the range, like yeah.
And the headband.
He looks like he's like training with John Wick, like.
Like he's like a poor man's John Wick.
Oh, it's like it's like our podcast right now is kind of equivalent to how that is. Like
that
our
might be giving him too much
poor
credit,
man's
but
podcast.
yeah.
He's a poor man's John Wick,
That
Steven
dude-
Seagal.
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with people.
This guy
man.
walks around the gym wearing, like he said, combat boots, combat pants, shirt tucked in, black shirt. He's got the yellow range glasses, like he's gonna go shoot some, like do some rounds of shooting at not even at the range, like out in the open, like out in the wild, like you know what I mean.
Probably plays airsoft.
He probably is one of those guys that like
Yeah.
legit takes it seriously.
Yeah. Like he's trying to get in shape so he can run around the airsoft field better.
I mean, I've never even seen him like work out. I think just he's like walks around the gym.
He does just walk around.
Just walks
yeah.
around like scouting, like yeah. Oh,
He's a
like
weird dude.
speaking of like weird people wearing weird clothes, like there's also that guy who wears like a shirt that's like up to his like breast line, and then he wears
the cut off
s-
sweatpants,
the super short shorts,
the tube socks.
yeah. And you see the outline of his man junk through the shorts.
Yeah.
Not that I'm looking, but it's like kind of hard not to fucking like notice. It's like holy cow, dude.
Yeah, that dude's like he's stuck in the 80s.
Oh yeah, because even his hair.
Yeah. Like
Like
I'm
his-
surprised that he doesn't walk around with like a Walkman disc, like CD player, like strapped to his hip, and those little like over the ear headphones. That would
be
complete the look for me.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I think he like if he's gonna dress like that every day, he needs to go all in.
Oh, for sure.
He needs to invest in a Walkman.
For sure. So we're making fun of people at the gym wearing these like crazy outfits, but again, if you're that kind of person who uses those, that like uses equipment, belts and stuff like that, there's nothing wrong with that. Because what do we use? We use knee braces, knee sleeves.
Yeah, I mean, I got bad knees, man.
Yeah. Well, everyone who has bad knees, actually, did you know that? Everyone who squats has bad knees.
Yeah, but I actually squat.
Right, but that's why people don't squat. Like, oh, in high school, I like played football and I had a knee injury, and like my left knee just doesn't work the same way anymore.
Oh yeah,
That's like if you
always
ask-
excuses.
It's like the same excuse.
Yeah.
If you ask people, oh, how much do you squat? Well, I used to squat this much, but then my knee started hurting. So no, it's probably because you have improper form. That's probably that's like the main reason why people's
you
knees
literally
hurt.
never hear somebody say like, "Oh, I used to bench, but
yeah,
then I got hurt."
my elbow started hurting.
Yeah.
No, it's always
No,
squatting.
I just used to squat.
No, but if
Yeah.
you actually have like legit pain in your knees or whatever, then it's not. Definitely wear something protective, whether it's knee wrap. Fine.
Yeah.
Or like knee
You need
sleeves.
to upgrade.
Yeah, I definitely need some knee sleeves. And they're just to not only to stabilize your knee when you're squatting heavy, but to keep your knees warm. I mean, if you're squatting heavy, not even heavy, you can be doing lightweight for whatever that is for reps. You want to keep your body warm. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think like the knee sleeves that I use give me any sort of mechanical advantage.
No.
They don't make it easier to lift the weight.
No. They just
It
assist.
just keeps everything straight.
Yeah.
And keeps me from tweaking things. Like,
Same thing with a weight belt. Everyone always asks like what kind of weight belt to get. It doesn't matter. You can get the leather ones, you can get the nylon ones. Anything to keep your like core tight and your back straight, like when you're doing squats. It's the same thing. It doesn't make you squat more. It just, the more weight on your shoulders and your back, the better. Might as well have support.
well, yeah, I mean, I want to be in the gym for a long time.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
like I don't play games anymore with ego lifting and
No.
you know, like, oh, I'm not going to wear a belt because it's not that heavy or whatever.
Yeah, people.
Like,
All people are gonna be like, "Why are you using a belt for that much weight?" No.
Injuries can happen anytime. So I mean,
Use the belt.
if I'm squatting or deadlifting, I'm wearing a belt.
Yep.
Especially like front squats. I'm wearing my sleeves on front squats for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I would
100%
use it
of
on.
the time.
I mean, if you have it, use it. If you don't have it, get it. If you're someone who's regularly going to the gym and you're doing any kind of like squatting, get a weight belt, get some knee sleeves or some knee wraps,
Yeah,
and use them.
just when you're done squatting.
Protect yourself.
When you're done squatting, and you're going to do something else, take the belt off.
Oh no, I'm gonna keep the belt on
You don't
for like
need to
everything.
keep it on for the whole.
You don't need it for
workout.
cardio. You don't need a belt for cardio. No. What do you need? Knee sleeves for cardio?
Like I don't know where people get this from that
That
you
need
have to wear
this?
the belt for the whole thing. Like if your lower back hurts so bad when you're doing like incline bench or something that you need to wear a belt, you should probably learn how to incline bench.
Yeah. Like I said, this guy wears every. I wonder if he's just like got it all figured out. Maybe we're doing it wrong. Maybe he's just so dialed in. He's like, nothing's gonna hurt me because I'm fully protected. He's got every joint covered.
I give him like a year
Yeah.
until
I don't
he's
know.
like completely crippled.
Yeah, I mean, like he is that kind of guy where obviously he doesn't chalk his gloves, but that's just like the. I mean, it kind of feels that way because he's wearing all this gear, and it's like, dude, you don't need all that. And like if you're deadlifting or you know doing some kind of pulling workout, having wrist straps or what are those called? The ones we use. Reversa grips?
Versagrips.
Versagrips
Got the
Pro.
Pro.
Versagrips Pro. So basically, your same grip, but just like a cushion under your grip. I don't know. How do you describe them?
I don't know, it's just like your standard like lifting strap, but you don't have to
wrap
it around the bar. So it's a lot more comfortable.
They definitely help if you're pulling a lot of
easier
weight
to
and you
use.
have like calluses on your hands and they're tearing. It's not a bad idea if you don't want to get chalk and like.
No, and like you should increase your grip strength. Like do what you can without them.
Right.
But if you're doing deadlifts and you're trying to train back, you're not training your forearms and your grip strength at that point.
Right.
If you're trying to increase your deadlift, like you need to be able to hold on to it. So once you can't hold on to it anymore, you're not benefiting by stopping right there because you can lift more weight with your back
Yeah.
and your legs and doing the whole deadlift movement. So if you can't hold it, use straps. It's appropriate.
What about sunglasses in the gym? I saw someone wearing like legit, not like yellow range glasses, like sunglasses in the gym. Like, do you think that
I think
benefits?
anybody who wears sunglasses inside is a problem.
They should probably leave the gym. They should have like stopped that guy at the door and been like, "Sir, like, there's no we have good lighting in here. Like, there's legit no reason for you to be wearing sunglasses indoors."
There's a lot of people in our gym that they should probably stop at the door.
That's true. Do you think people think that about us? They're like, they probably
No.
shouldn't be in this gym. No, I mean it's a family gym. Like, don't you think they should be like, oh, you should be at the Golds down the street kind of thing? Like,
No, because I mean we're respectful.
that's true.
Number one,
That's true.
and
But that
we
gym's
wear-
mine.
We wear appropriate clothing.
What's not appropriate clothing?
Well, if you're a dude
Yeah.
and you're tiny and you wear a stringer, that's not appropriate.
Oh, the stringer tops. There's no point.
No.
So for those of you who don't know what a stringer top is, imagine a tank
Google
top. You can Google it. That's true. That's true. No, imagine a tank top, but like a thong. It's like a thong tank top. It's like
Yeah.
super thin straps over your shoulders. It's normally low cut to your chest.
Yeah, super low cut.
And then like all the way cut in the back and stuff. Like there's just, unless you're a big ass bodybuilder and it fits tight on you, even then, I mean, there's really I don't understand
no,
it.
what are you trying to prove?
But the people we see wearing them, they shouldn't be wearing them. It's like when a big girl wears like super short shorts, and that's gonna piss some people off. But like, you shouldn't do it. I'm sorry, whether you're confident in your body or not. Like, I'm sorry, but you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. And that's gonna upset some people. They'll be like, "Oh, wear whatever you want," and that's fine. Wear whatever you want. But then we're just gonna get made fun of on our podcast.
Yeah, wear whatever you want, but I'm gonna make fun of you for
Yeah.
it. Sorry.
I mean, by now, if anybody's watched the first and second podcast, they should know kind of how we are. Like, you know, we're gym douchebags, but we're not gym douchebags. We're gonna make fun of like things that we necessarily don't agree with, but like, I mean, if they don't like it, they can leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it like we're gym douchebags, but we don't act like it. It's it's like a big difference. Like we don't. There's only one person that I will be an actual douchebag to his face in the gym.
Is this the guy we've referenced twice in our podcast now?
Probably
The same kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one who takes his shirt off and flexes.
Yeah. So
he always has a costume on too.
He does.
He wears his Timbs.
Timbs are what? They're boots. They're not like combat, but they're like tan boots.
Yeah, steel toe boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, big steel toe boots.
Yep.
Joggers.
Skin tight jogger. Well, I guess that's what joggers are. They're skin tight.
Yeah, and either like a wife beater type tank top or a super medium t-shirt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. This kid.
Yeah, he's the worst.
He's the kind of person that when the second he walks into the gym, like you just know he's gonna be doing something that is gonna piss everybody off. And put the outfit aside because the outfit is bad on its own. If you take your shirt off in the middle of a workout where everyone else is working out, you start flexing in the mirror, like that just screams that's the biggest douchebag thing you could do. I don't care how ripped and shredded you are or how you think you are. There's a place for that, and that's called the locker room. Go to the locker room,
or at home,
or your bedroom.
At home would be most appropriate,
or mommy's basement. I don't care. Whatever just don't do it on the gym floor where everyone's working out. Where no one's impressed. No one's sitting there like, oh wow, what amazing
so big.
What amazing physique this guy has.
I've not seen anyone compliment him once after taking his shirt off.
No, just dirty looks. It's like, wait, are we seeing the same thing?
It's like the whole gym unites. Despite everyone else's differences, we all unite in hatred against him.
That's true. Yeah. I mean,
like you could not like you might think the dude next to you is a douchebag, but then he takes off his shirt and you both look at each other like, yeah, that guy's a douche, right?
Like I actually probably would have never noticed him if that wouldn't happen. Like he probably would have just been like, oh, why is he wearing boots, or why is he wearing joggers, or this guy, is weird. But like the reason why we talk about him is because every single day the shirt comes off, and it's not just once, it's like two or three times,
multiple times,
and then he walks out of the gym with it.
Then he'll walk out of the gym with his shirt just around his neck.
And like, again, not saying it would be better if he was like a big buff dude, but at least have something to show off. Like he has nothing to show up. I think we did reference him in the first podcast. I'm remembering a story we talking about, like how he takes pictures and like on Instagram he looks buff.
Yeah,
but he's actually not.
Yeah. I don't think we talked about him in the last one though.
No,
but
same kid.
The first one we did.
I really hope one day he watches these podcasts and he's like, that sounds like something I do. Oh shit, that is me. Maybe I should stop, but it will never happen. Like he's just, oh my gosh, we can go on forever about this kid, and I feel bad that I'm sitting here just like being a dick, but like he's bringing it upon himself. Like
yeah,
I'm curious. Like
he is.
He goes home. I'm curious. He gets off work, right? He gets off work. He goes home. He's like, what am I gonna wear? Am I gonna wear the Under Armour shorts? No, I'm gonna wear those joggers. What shoes? Adidas, Nikes. No, I'm gonna wear my Timbs. I'm just gonna wear my work boots to the gym. Fuck it. What shirt should I wear? That classic fitted one. No, I'm just gonna wear this wife beater right here. like I don't know what goes to his mind that he thinks like that's a. And then he gets to the gym and he's like, I had a good workout. Like everybody wants to see this, and just strips his shirt off.
It takes a special kind of person to do what he does. Like just the arrogance. Like I wouldn't even call it confidence because it's not confidence anymore at that point. It's just being like arrogant and over the top cocky. Like
yeah.
Like you said, I guess I understand it if you've earned it. Like, if you're a professional bodybuilder or something, like, whatever, I'm still going to think you're a douche for taking your shirt off.
Especially in the gym.
But, you kind of earned it.
Right.
But if you're a 160-pound,
20-year-old
kid
160 pounds, you're
with
giving him a lot.
nothing to show, nobody wants to see that. Nobody.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I can't imagine somebody wanting to see that. I don't want to see it. And then it just takes away from everyone else's workout because they're sitting there and there's some sweaty kid sitting right next to them, taking their shirt off, flexing in the mirror, and everyone's like has the same look. Like, what is going on here? That's just bizarre. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
I think he has to have some sort of like mental problem.
I know, but this.
I don't. There's no way.
So let's just go down that rabbit hole with this guy because we'll do a whole podcast just talking about the things this guy does because it'll work. This is the same guy we heard. This is a legit conversation we heard. He asked some guy to spot him, and it's not like a hey man, you want to spot me? He goes, hey, what's up, man? You finna spot me or whatever. However he says it, he doesn't talk like a normal like person should talk. It's like weird like slang
like
and
super illiterate.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is weird. So he has,
How you would expect him to talk.
so he's got some for the way he dresses.
Yeah.
So he's got some weight on the bar, and he benches and he's like, I'm going for like 2 or 3 reps. He goes, 2 weeks ago. So I think he had 185 on the bar. So that's
Yeah, 185.
plate and a 45-pound plate and a 25-pound plate. So that's a decent amount of weight for a warm up for a curl, bicep curl. No, so he goes, I think he said, hey, you want to spot me? And the guy's like, oh sure, but he doesn't say, hey, can you spot me? He says it all like cryptic, like detox, and the guy's like, sure. And after he's done, I think he struggled to get the 2 or 3 reps. He goes, oh yeah, 2 weeks ago, I was doing 2.5 plates for like 10. Like, what were you? I mean, in 2 weeks of not working out, you lost 100 pounds of strength.
Did you get leukemia
Yeah,
and overcome it in 2 weeks?
Did you lose a limb?
Yeah. How did you lose 100 pounds on your bench press?
I'll tell you
weeks?
now. If you stopped working out for 2 weeks, you're not gonna lose 100 pounds off your bench. It's not gonna happen.
No.
You're gonna lose some weight, sure. Like when I had my bicep injury,
really. Yeah.
I was out for like 3 weeks because I thought was a bicep tear ended up being like a strain. I mean, I probably went down like 10 or 15 pounds on my bench, if that.
Well, yeah, and like you got your leg strength back pretty quick too after you couldn't train legs for 2 months.
Yeah. I mean,
2 months.
yeah. He's just the kind of kid that walks around there and he tries to make himself bigger than he is, and there's no reason for that. No one is impressed with how much weight you used to bench, or yeah. Speaking, I just lost my train of thought, but I thought of something funny. Speaking of talking about that kid, maybe we're just gonna branch off and talk about so many random topics here. But like the has-beens, like the guys who used to work out, and they say like, "Oh yeah, 6 years ago I used to hit that." Like, cool. Like they'll tell you, you'll start this like at work. I'll say, "Oh yeah, like I hit like 315 for like 5, whatever," and the guy will be like, "Oh yeah, well 5 years ago I did 315 for like 8. Well, what do you do now?"
Yeah.
Oh well, I can't do that.
Cool story,
like,
bro.
I don't care. Like, cool. Like,
yeah.
Like you're a has-been, man. I mean, why aren't you doing that now? No injuries, just I don't know. I just thought of that randomly when
They living in the past, man. Living in the glory days that they're probably lying about their lifts anyways.
Yeah. Have we talked about one-uppers before? I don't know if we've talked. I gotta go back and watch our podcast and make sure we're not covering.
I don't
the same
think
topics.
we did talk about
But
one-uppers.
like, I just keep thinking like talking about these topics are just making me think of like little random stories, and I like. Speaking of that, there's like guys who are like the one-uppers. Like they'll start the conversation with how much do you bench, and you tell them whatever weight you tell them, 315, whatever. And then no matter what weight you tell them and what exercise, they've done more and like by 1 or 2 reps.
Yeah, they don't make it sound like outlandish. Like, oh, I was, squatting 405 for 3 to 5 reps or whatever, and they'd be like, oh, I used 415 for the same reps.
Yeah. Oh, almost
cool,
the same.
bro. Yep. Good for you, man.
Yeah, I mean,
do you want an award? What do you want from me?
Yeah, I mean, first off, it's probably not true.
Right.
It's probably not true. And second of all, is it a competition? I mean, like, cool, you did 10 more pounds than I did. Like, that's great.
I don't understand.
I like how we just bounced from one topic.
Why everyone, like, you probably get the same thing. Like, people see you, and then they'll make, like, a stupid joke, like, oh, you work out? Well, yeah, no shit.
No, I don't.
No. And then the next follow-up statement is always, how much can you bench?
Yeah. Does it matter? I mean,
Bro, why does it matter what I can bench?
That's what everyone wants to know. And anybody who is not involved in fitness just cares about what your bench is.
Yeah.
Like that's like the gold standard for people who don't work out is how much you can bench.
Doesn't matter.
Like I already know for a fact I don't bench the most out of people my same weight and size, but I can probably run faster, run longer than them, or deadlift more, or squat more, or whatever. Like, who cares if my bench isn't?
It's always the first question. It makes me some kid did it to me today.
Oh, how much do you bench? Well, yeah, I mean,
yeah,
you're a big dude. They probably imagine you bench like 600 pounds because of how big your body is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean that's not always how it works.
No, that's not how it works at all.
People who like I trained for specifically like size for the longest time.
Yeah.
Like I've gone through periods where it was more focused on strength, but mostly for size. Like there's a big difference between strength and size.
Oh, for sure.
It doesn't always correlate.
No, not at all.
Obviously, like as you get bigger, you're gonna get stronger, but
there's also guys who are smaller than us who are a lot stronger. Like CrossFitters. We'll talk about bash CrossFit another day because we can bash CrossFit for a long time. But like CrossFitters are the perfect example. They're 190 pounds, lean, not that big. They're cut, but they're deadlifting and squatting more than we can even imagine doing just because that's how they train. That's like the only exercises they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you don't have, just because you're a big guy doesn't mean you're benching 500 pounds.
No, and nobody's asking that guy what he can bench or what he can deadlift.
No.
Even though it's probably way more than what most people can do.
And the also, speaking of like people asking questions based on fitness, I like how everyone's first, like if they haven't seen you in a while, because I've got this a lot. If they haven't seen you in a while, like a year or two, they see you're big, they see like, you know, you've been working out, their first assumption is the S word. You know what I'm talking about? Steroids. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, they think, oh my God, this guy put on some size and some mass in a year, 2 years? Oh my God. It must be steroids. Oh my goodness. That is the only logical reason why somebody can get big.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Except for to other people who actually work out.
No, steroids, 100%. That's all I do. Like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that's my only meals.
Just steroids?
And my cheat meal, guess what my cheat meal is?
Steroids.
Steroids with like chocolate. Like that's all it is.
Chocolate steroids.
No, steroids with chocolate, not chocolate steroids. Ew, chocolate steroids? No, steroids with chocolate.
On the side.
Yeah, and sometimes drizzled on the top. Like that's all I eat is just steroids. I mean, that's what everyone thinks. Not everyone. People who don't know fitness.
Yeah.
And because, like I said.
Or even people that don't work as hard to get big and stronger.
Yeah, I mean,
they think because they can't do it that the only reason why anybody else can is because they're on steroids.
I mean, it's just an easy way out. It's just
thanks for the compliment. Like, no, I'm not on steroids. You're just a pussy.
It's just an ego boost.
Yeah.
Like, you think like imagine if I did take shit.
Well, and the thing that like blows my mind, it's like, have you seen anybody who's steroid big?
Yeah, Mr. Olympias.
Neither of us look like
no
roided out steroid big people.
No, because not only would we have mass on us, we'd be all veiny and cut up and
100% of the time.
Yeah. So, you know, I mean, it's a common thing. I mean, probably like at least once or twice a month, people just because they think, and they haven't seen me in a while. People who see me every day know that I just didn't wake up overnight with some mass on. And same thing with you. People are like, oh, I haven't seen you in a week. You look like you taking steroids now. No, it's like, oh, I haven't seen you in a year. You gained 15 pounds. It must be steroids.
Oh, yeah.
Because God forbid you're working hard and eating the right things.
I get the steroid thing a lot. And you know what else I get a lot?
What's that? You have tiny calves?
Dude, I'll fucking walk away right now.
I'll do this podcast by myself. Hey, last week I think
they're not even that small.
Last week you called me fluffy and it kind of hurt my feelings. But
oh, did it?
No, it didn't really. Go ahead. What else do you get?
They're not that small.
That's
first
true.
of all,
that's
true. No. So people always like the first thing they'll tell me if they haven't seen me in a while. Like when I came back from leave and went back to work.
Yeah.
Like obviously I have been trying to lose weight.
Right.
But no matter what time of year it is, like I could be like bulking.
Yeah.
And people are always like, do you lose some weight?
Oh, that's
like,
the worst.
How fat do you think I am normally if you think I look skinnier now? Like I'm putting on weight. So what do you normally think?
Right.
They always think like, oh, are you trying to lean out? Like, no.
The funny thing is when you're bulking, like I've been in like a bulk where I'm eating like dirty bulk where I fell victim to like eating whatever I want just to get big. And people are like, oh, you look like you're getting smaller. Like, what? I've been putting so much hard work into like getting bigger and you're sitting on, oh, you look like you've lost some weight. Motherfucker, I've gained 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Like, what are you looking at? Dude, oh my gosh.
That pisses me off.
We can go, oh my God.
You look like you're getting smaller. All right.
Oh yeah, well you look like you haven't been to the gym in a year.
Yeah.
So I think Planet Fitness has membership deals right now if you want to fucking start working out. I get really pissed. I get really mad.
The biggest judgments always come from people who
don't want to put in the work.
Like aren't in great shape.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah, now if some like Mr. Olympia walked up to me and started talking shit, I'd be like, you know what you're talking about, like,
yeah,
cool, dude. Like,
yeah, can I get a pen and a piece of paper and take some notes?
Yeah, can I get some pointers? Yeah. But yeah, it's just because, and back to the has-beens, like everybody used to be a bodybuilder. Like these older guys, they all used to do what we're doing. They all used to be bodybuilders. Oh, I used to do that. Like I used to be that guy, or I used to be the gym 6 days a week. Oh, you know what? I'm just getting these random thoughts. So I just keep getting these random like thoughts that pop into my head. And you know what? The number one thing right now is that's going on with me at work and like like talking about fitness is everyone saying, obviously everyone knows I'm trying to have a kid right now. Like we're in the process of having a kid. Everybody's like, oh, good luck going to the gym when you have a kid. Oh, you're gonna get fat when you have a kid. Like that's like a rule, I guess. If you have a kid, like you just let go of yourself. Like there's no fit people that are dads, apparently.
I think it's just an excuse.
It is an excuse. I mean, obviously I know my life's gonna change and my workout schedules and times are gonna change. But like, first off, if I keep you okay there?
I hate this microphone stand, dude.
Take the microphone off the stand.
I'm about to.
If I keep a good diet and I still go to the gym when I can make time for it, I'm not gonna get fat like everyone thinks I'm. Oh, you're gonna get the dad bod. Like, no, that's just an excuse for you to get that way.
I mean, I think the biggest thing you have to have a supportive wife.
Oh, that's the good thing I do because
yeah.
I mean, I would
if she knows how important it is to you, then she will say, "I'll stay here with the kid."
Yeah.
You go knock out your gym time. And then maybe you come home and she has time to go do something that she wants to do.
Oh, yeah, she'll go to the gym or something. Yeah, I mean, you just make it work. And everyone who says, oh, once you have kids, like it's all over. No, those are just excuses. The same excuses people make with everything fitness related, diet and stuff like that. It's just excuses. It's all just excuses. And you got to fight past those excuses. Anyway.
Fight past those excuses like I'm fighting with this microphone stand?
Jeez Louise.
Done with it, dude.
These are the struggles we have to go through when we have low budget. It looks like you're about to sing a song for us now.
Too uncomfortable.
Yeah, see, now up on the podcast is Mr. Dylan on the microphone. Are we doing karaoke?
Rocking that mic, son.
I feel like now I'm like, I should take my microphone off.
Do you see how much more comfortable I look right now?
Do you look silly on camera, though? No, you look chill. You look like you're just like chilling.
I look way more comfortable than you.
I mean, I'm actually legit.
The awkward like leaning forward, I'm over it.
It's good for my back.
I don't want to do it anymore.
Should I get a back brace on right now? Like just
you probably should wear your weight belt.
Straighten my. What about gloves? I should probably put my gloves on right now too.
Do you own gloves?
No. Look at my fucking hands. Do you think I own gloves? No.
No.
Okay. I think I'm done talking about fitness now because we're going to be here for another, this podcast is going to be a 3-hour long podcast if I just keep going on little tangents, little stories. Man.
Got dog hair all over my socks, man.
Yeah. Sorry, man. Hey, what happened in football this week? Is there any new drama with Antonio Brown? I just think every week we can report new drama with that guy.
Nike dropped him.
I did hear about that.
Nike dropped him.
Nike dropped him quicker than they dropped Kaepernick. Oh, they still have Kaepernick, huh?
They still have him around, yeah.
Wow, they're gonna keep someone like Kaepernick, but not Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
How'd your fantasy team do this week?
Lost
again.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm 2-0 now. I'm looking good.
Did you win?
Yeah, I'm 2-0.
Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh yeah, sorry to anybody who has Drew Brees or Ben Roethlisberger on your fantasy teams, because
I mean, I'm not 100% confident that Roethlisberger was gonna put up big numbers anyways this year.
No, he wouldn't, but he's consistently
like, I'm starting Josh Allen this week.
My wife, who again doesn't know anything about fantasy, I think she's 2-0. No, you know what? She's 1-1. Last week she lost by less than a point, but she had Drew Brees and Ben Roethlisberger on her team, and has now had to drop Ben Roethlisberger, put Drew Brees on the injured reserve list, and she picked up. Actually, I think she got Garoppolo, which I'm not a Niners fan. I know some people watching this are Niners fans because I have family that watch these and they're Niners fans.
We'll see. I'm not convinced that
they haven't played anybody good.
That he's the guy for them, but
I mean, only time will tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're 2-0, but they haven't played that good of teams, just like the Cowboys though. Oh yeah,
and the Packers.
For those of you who saw the Instagram this week, there was a picture uploaded basically saying Dallas is playing Miami this week, which means Dallas Cowboys will most likely be 3-0, which most likely means Dallas fans will be talking about how they're going to go to the Super Bowl this year. And guess what?
You were talking about the Super Bowl after like week 1.
I'm still set on that, man. Like they're looking good. I'm a Cowboys fan. Although we've only played the Giants and the Redskins, it's not saying much. We're looking good, man. Dak Prescott's looking good. He's 7-1, 7 touchdowns, 1 interception. I think he had 400.
But they haven't played anybody worth much yet.
No, we don't really have. We have Miami. We have Miami this week. After that, we have the Saints, who are out Drew Brees. So I mean, you can't really call that at their best. And then I think we have the Green Bay Packers 3 weeks from now.
That's going to be the real.
There'll be some tension on this podcast depending on who wins.
I think both teams go into it undefeated.
When the Cowboys win that week we do our podcast will be pretty awkward for you.
We have the Broncos this week, and I forget who we have next week. Oh, we have the Eagles on Thursday night.
The Eagles will be tough. That'll be your toughest
We're at home,
one,
though.
Yeah.
We're at home. It's tough to go into Lambeau and win any game, period.
That's true. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but the Eagles, I mean, you can't sleep on them. Just like the Falcons, you can't sleep on the Falcons.
No, the Falcons can be
the worst team.
One week they're the Dolphins, the next week they're the Patriots. Like, you don't ever know what you're going to get with the Falcons.
Isn't that sad now that the Dolphins are being compared to, like, they're bad this year. They are terrible.
Yeah.
Who's their quarterback? Who is their quarterback? No one even knows. Do they have a quarterback? I think someone
I don't know who.
I think anybody just steps up to the
I'm sure I can probably call the Dolphins and play quarterback at this point.
I mean, if a team scores 39 fantasy points
on defense, yeah, you have a problem.
You're doing something. Oh, you know who it is? It's Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Is he still starting though?
I don't know anymore, but he's Mr. Interception.
Like, they've been outscored, I think, through the first 2 weeks, like 110 points to like 13.
Oh, was that you telling me like the breakdown of like? No, it wasn't you. It was somebody else telling me. There's on some fantasy leagues, and I don't quite know the terms. They take the score that was scored against you and what you should have scored or something like that, and they did the difference in the Patriots and Dolphins, and it was like ridiculous. Like
it should have been worse than it was.
No, like it was bad, like bad for the Dolphins. Like the Dolphins are looking like garbage. And again, it's only 2 games in. They could come back and win the whole. Win out.
I think they go 0-16.
Really?
Like, I bet you for the rest of the year.
0-16. Wow.
If you look at like the analysis, I bet you they're not favored to win a single game this year.
That's crazy. That's a pretty big.
That's what I would say. Wow. I got into an
argument.
argument.
They're like this year's Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
Like last year, the Cleveland Browns. Oh, they
not
won a game.
The year before last year.
Oh yeah, it was 2 years.
Yeah.
Weren't the Rams at one point a couple years ago bad?
For
the Rams were in where'd they come from? I forgot where they came from. St. Louis, right?
Yes.
Yeah, St. Louis. Weren't they like super bad like 3 or 4 years ago?
Yeah, I mean they weren't great since they had their run where they were the greatest show on turf back in the day. Yeah. Kurt Warner and those guys. Yeah, they didn't really took them a while to turn that ship around.
Yikes. That's tough, man. It's tough.
Jandro thinks the Vikings are going to win the division.
Well, of course he's going to say that. Isn't he a Vikings fan?
Yeah. And he's also obviously an idiot.
Well, who's in the Vikings division?
The Packers, the Bears, and the Lions.
I know the Bears aren't doing too. Are the Lions doing decent this year?
No, the Lions are going to be like
bottom,
real bad. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, the Vikings aren't bad, right?
They're not
terrible.
They're not great.
Not going to beat the Packers. Well, the Packers didn't look great either. Not the first game.
Yeah, we just beat them last week. We beat the Vikings last week. We scored 21 points in the first 17 minutes of the game. We didn't score again, and we still won.
Wow. Yeah, I mean,
it's the Dalvin Cook. It's the Dalvin Cook show.
Dalvin
for
Cook.
them.
I don't even know who Dalvin is. That like their only good player?
Their running back.
I don't know.
One of the best running backs in the NFL.
Oh, really?
But he can't stay healthy. His first 2 seasons, he's played 7 total games maybe in the NFL, and this is his 3rd season.
Jeez, he's that always hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough being a running back in the NFL, man. You're just getting banged up and beat up all the time here.
That's true, yeah. I mean, you can't even blame Le'Veon Bell for sitting out a year.
No.
Why go play for a team you don't want to play for
and hurt yourself?
That's not going to contract you, and and put those miles on you. It makes sense now when you.
He hasn't done much yet, though. All that sitting out hasn't got him anywhere yet.
Well, he went to the Jets too.
Yeah, I mean, everyone is saying that's going to be the best thing that ever happened to the Jets, and so far, has he even rushed over 100 yards a game yet?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. It's already been weird for football the last 2 weeks. Fantasy number wise, people who should be performing aren't performing.
No, that's true.
Christian McCaffrey on the Panthers.
Well, I mean, he had a great week and a not great week.
He lost me my fantasy this week. That's why I'm a little bitter.
You blame Cam
in another
Newton.
league.
You blame Cam Newton for that.
For the running back not succeeding?
Yeah. It's PPR, dude. And the only person he throws to is DJ Moore and then Christian McCaffrey. That's it.
Yeah. That's true.
But he was missing wide open passes to McCaffrey in the backfield.
I didn't watch the game, so
I
just watched my fantasy numbers and on if they go up or down or not.
Thursday night game is trash too.
Oh, it's going on right now, huh? What's the Thursday night game this week? It's pretty bad.
Somebody told me, and I forgot already. I don't have anybody playing.
I think I have a couple people
Let me
playing.
see.
No one good, though.
It is... What's going on here?
This is wonderful podcast content right here.
Well, maybe if you had
time.
better internet. Jacksonville and Tennessee.
What's the score of that game?
17-0. Jacksonville's winning.
Has Fournette done anything? See if Fournette scored
He's
anything.
probably hurt already.
Probably. That's probably a terrible pick for me to pick him up.
Let's see. He's not top in rushing.
No?
No.
That's not good.
That's bad. That's real bad. Leonard Fournette must not have done anything so far because Minshew, the quarterback, is the leading rusher right now in the third quarter with 18 yards.
Oh, my goodness. 18 yards is the lead rusher?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's bad.
That is pretty sad.
Did you start Fournette?
I did.
I hope you didn't.
I did start him.
You're
I'm not going to look right now because I don't want to be on the podcast looking at fantasy football
Kyle's
numbers.
got Derrick Henry, who only has 3 points, so that's good.
I think Kyle wants to be on our
playing
podcast.
Kyle.
I think he's commented on the YouTube channel saying he wants to be on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, Fournette. -3 yards.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Rushing.
I'm off to a good start. He's
But
probably
he
hurt.
has 18 receiving yards and 4 receptions, so you still got 5.5 points out of him.
Yay. That's awesome.
Hopefully this is my week to finally win.
So back to the
Feel it.
podcast. Not fantasy football on your phone, Jandro.
Don't.
I won't ever do that again. That's bad. I feel bad. Really feel bad for even
Yeah,
looking
you
at
should.
looking at you and calling you
Yeah. I'll take it a step further.
that. Don't. I already know what you're thinking.
I'll do it.
No, I'll break this.
Well, I got one
I'll
or two
end this.
things. Okay, bud?
That's true. You do. Okay. Anyway, I hope people can sense the frustration now going on to this podcast.
I don't know how many people know that you hate that.
Only people from work, and they probably don't even watch this. They probably just like subscribe or in like.
They need to watch it, and they all need to start calling you Bud like 24/7.
No. Anyway, all right. I think we should wrap this up now. I don't want to get too carried away and like too much dead talk.
Dead talk?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty happy with how it's going so far. What do you think? How do you feel about this?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly wish like we had more time to edit and make it look a little bit better.
Yeah.
But also like
We'll get there.
maybe eventually do more than one per week.
Yeah.
Just time is hard.
Again, yeah,
Hard
I think
with the time.
the one podcast a week, and then we keep saying we're going to be more active on the Instagram. We really got to be more active on the Instagram. Once we get the logo and we can actually kind of start like really like advertising ourselves, I really feel like
We're gonna start making our videos too.
I know. So basically, what we're doing the YouTube podcasts, we're once a week so far, and then for those of you who follow the Instagram, we only got 2 posts on there right now, but we're gonna do funny videos on Instagram, funny clips from this podcast, stuff we might have clipped out, but still want people to see.
Maybe we can get Ian it live in the flesh.
Oh yeah, I do like some live. Yeah. Oh yeah, for anybody
So
who's
everybody
like
can
curious.
actually witness just how atrocious and frustrating it is to see him.
Yes, they don't think we're just sitting here like bashing on somebody for no reason. They can actually like see.
Yeah, they can get on board.
Yeah. So
Get on board with the hate train.
anyway, like always, we want you guys to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow the Instagram, and just share it. If you've already done all that, share it. And I think we did have some comments on our YouTube page. I think only one person asked a question, so we should probably answer that question because we did say we would do that. I think let me get the actual YouTube name so I don't put that person's name out on blast. Hold on a second. Let's see here. Well,
I remember what it was.
I remember
If
the
you
question,
just
but
want
I want to read like their YouTube name so it seems like official. Let's
the
see here.
YouTube name.
So,
I think the
first
YouTube
off-
name is probably not.
We had Kyle who said, "Get your Asian friend on as a guest." Should we get our Asian friend on as a guest? What does he
Yeah.
have to offer us? Do you think he has some fitness advice? We could get him on and just,
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean,
we'll
hey,
consider it.
hey.
We'll consider it.
full circle here. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. I'm waiting.
He's a new dad.
He,
Still goes to the gym. Didn't get
Boom.
fat.
boom, mic drop. I like that. Didn't get fat,
Dude,
Might have
full-
put on a little
full
weight.
Circle.
but he's not fat. No, that's actually really good. Good
Yeah.
point. Yeah. And we have some comments, and we also had a question from Vanessa, whoever Vanessa is. Shout out to Vanessa. She says, how do we feel about keto? So last week we talked about diet. We asked anybody who has some questions, fitness related or anything, to ask this question. So she says, how do you feel about keto? It has worked for me and just want your opinion. So I don't have too much knowledge of keto. I know what it is and what people can and can't eat. All I can say is if it's working for you and you're not feeling sick, like not the keto flu they say, like if you're not feeling sick and it's working for you, keep doing it. I mean, people are going to, I think there is research saying that it's bad and then people saying it's good. I mean, if it's working for you.
I'm personally not a fan.
Yeah. I mean,
I think any diet that literally makes you feel ill.
Yeah.
And then people are like, oh, you just have to get past that. Why do I want my body to get used to feeling like garbage?
Yeah, and
a diet shouldn't make you feel that way.
I don't think everybody gets that like keto flu they say. I think it's just some people.
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never done it.
Quite a few years ago, I tried it. After like 2 days, I wanted to blow my brains out. Like I have to have carbs, dude.
Yeah. So I mean, if it's working for you, Vanessa, if the keto diet's working for you and other people, then and you're not feeling sick and your doctor isn't saying, oh, your like kidneys are shutting down, then keep doing it. I mean, there's no reason. I mean, we don't really have much of an opinion on it because we haven't really, you know, we don't do it. We haven't researched it that much. So I'd say if it's working for you, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Just pay attention.
It goes back to like what your goals are.
Yeah. I mean, I think
keto probably works better for people who aren't highly active, like aren't doing crazy training sessions in the gym where you need those carbs to get you through it.
Yeah, and I don't. She's not doing that, so she's lost some weight from it. So, yeah, if you're losing weight and you don't feel sick and your doctor's not advising you not to do it, keep doing it. That's our opinion.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, I mean,
it hasn't like been around long enough for there to be, I guess, sufficient studies to see like what the long-term effects are.
Let's see. Do we have any other? Oh, we do have another comment. Moose Bear. I wonder who that is. I actually know who that is.
I don't.
It is Robert.
Oh.
Yeah, he says, the internet never forgets, boys. I don't know. That sounds cryptic to me. That sounds like we said something that we...
Yeah, like we said something that's going to come back to haunt us later.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. So if Moose Bear wants to comment on this video and let us know what the hell he was talking about, so we're not... I'm like freaked out. I'm like, did I say something on there that I shouldn't have said? And he's just going to like remember it forever. And then we had some other comment. If you want to get bigger, go to prison. I don't know about that. Of course, there's the whole R word thing. I'm not going to throw that word on our channel.
No, probably shouldn't. I think I already said it once, though.
And then turkey burgers and turkey bacon are the ultimate expression of stolen valor. I don't understand that. It's probably from someone who believes in like conspiracy theories and stuff. So
that sounds like somebody like trying really hard to be funny in YouTube comments that there's only like 5 YouTube comments.
Yeah.
But they're trying to be like the funniest one and they still failed.
It's not. I don't even get it.
No.
So anyway, we appreciate everybody who has commented on the Instagram, whether it made sense or not, whether it was cryptic or not. That's what we want. We want you guys to comment and engage with us so we can engage with you on the next podcast. Answer your questions like we answered Vanessa's question. So if you're gonna leave a comment, like leave a question, leave some feedback.
Yeah,
we want to engage.
We did diet last week.
Yeah,
right? And we got a diet question. It doesn't have to be necessarily related to what we talked about.
I don't even care if it's fitness related or not. It doesn't even have to be fitness related. If they want to ask us, like I said last week, if they want to ask us why is this,
or personal questions,
yeah. Ask why Dylan's calves can't grow. Like he'll answer that question.
I can't answer that
on
question
that podcast. I will answer that question if it's asked. Please somebody comment and ask why Dylan's calves don't grow, and I will answer.
You're gonna answer it.
Oh, I will have an answer prepared.
Can't wait for your.
Someone has to ask the question though. We want to engage with you guys. Again, comment on the video, questions, or, general ideas for us. Share it. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbor, tell your lover, tell your spouse, tell your side chick. I don't care who you tell. Spread the word. Tell them to subscribe. Don't just tell them to watch the video because our views are going up, which means probably people are watching it over, which is cool. But like, we need the subscribers, man. Subscribe so you can get notified when. Oh yeah, and by the way, someone didn't know how to like turn on notifications when you upload a new video. If you subscribe, like right next to the subscribe button, there's like a little bell, and it's like a little notification thing. So that will give you a notification when I upload this video, super early Monday morning, which is what I did last week because I messed up and had to do it. No, I think it was super late Monday.
Late
Monday. Super late Monday is what it was. Yeah. Anyway. we appreciate everybody's feedback. We appreciate the support. Keep it coming. Yeah. I mean, is that it? You have anything else to add to end this podcast out? It was a pretty good one. I think this is a pretty good podcast.
Yeah.
Right?
Not bad.
Not bad.
Like a B.
Yeah, I'd say
maybe. Yeah.
I'd say like a B minus. We're still in the B category, but we're like we're yeah. Anyway,
I think it's also weird for us to judge our own.
Oh, I'm gonna give now because you said I'm gonna give a podcast review or a grade every week now.
Oh, we're gonna do yeah
like a grade
before it's over.
Before it's over, yeah.
Like we are right now, like how we feel about it.
Yeah, like I give it a B minus. Like it wasn't our best.
No,
but it's not our worst either. Like
it's been a long week.
I know people. It has been a very long week, and hopefully, we can keep the content coming and keep people entertained. I hope people are entertained. I know people who listen to this podcast while driving, and like my brother-in-law, he said he was listening to it while driving, and he was like actually entertained. So like even if we're just rambling, I hope they're still like smiling and laughing at how dumb we sound.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So anyway, thank you for tuning in.
Are you gonna do it? You're gonna do it.
Oh, I'm gonna do it every time.
But you make it. You like mock it.
Don't be a squeeb. Every time.
It's not gonna catch on if you do it.
Oh, it'll catch on. Don't worry.
The way you do it, it's not gonna catch on. We're out.